Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are looking at my favorite color is October. This is a Glam polish. It is a neon orange base with red, yellow, and green metallic glitter. And I believe it has some iridescent flakes. There might be some shimmer in here as well, but it's a bit hard to see because there is so much else going on. It might just be some very tiny iridescent flakes creating a semi-shimmer-like effect. I think in another video I mentioned that I ruined a manicure by accidentally putting moisturizer underneath it. This is one of the two polishes that I did this to. So you're going to see two sets of footage today. All of my application footage of my thumb will be from February, and all of the full hand shots are from March. You will also notice that the nail polish starts out on my right hand and then magically swaps to my left. I knew this was a vibrant orange from the pictures on the website, but I think in the first coat this looks legitimately neon. I was not prepared for that eye-searing color. You can see that I need to redip my brush because I wiped too much polish off. And even still, I am painting very thin. I suppose you could wear this in one coat because it does go on quite evenly. I thought the joy of this polish was the absolute cacophony of flakes and glitter on the nail, and you're only going to get that with additional coats. When I was recreating this manicure in March, I did my very best to also paint thin so as to replicate what you're seeing right now. Obviously, no two applications are going to be exactly the same. I did put this polish over my staining from All My Life I Have Been Selfish, which is bright pink. Because this polish is opaque in 3, it did not affect the results. In the second coat, I do have to redip again because I didn't get enough on the brush for my whole nail. I do think you could wear this polish in 2 coats. On this day, I'm painting very thin. I wanted to make sure you could see the color of the glitter through the base, but I don't think that's as big a concern with this polish as the one on my other hand. In terms of this polish being an ode to fall colors and changing leaves, it hit the nail on the head for me. It is bright and it takes the other bright fall colors into account. I think sometimes fall-themed polishes can just be too dusty and muted to the point of losing all saturation. Sometimes I just want a happy, bright fall polish. This is very much a kitchen sink polish. If you do not like a garish polish, this is not for you. Normally I'm not into multicolored glitter, but this one really grabbed me when I saw it. Including the base color and the glitter, it almost felt like a gradient in a weird way, like a miniature fall rainbow, just sort of like a fun cartoon. It made me want to watch It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and maybe I've broken the curse of buying oranges that turn out to be pink. Because I've painted so thin, I am going in for a third coat. Again, I think if you polish in a more normal thickness, you'll be able to stop it too. This is a polish that absolutely needs glitter smoother or 2 layers of top coat. This polish has some powerful texture. If you get the very large glitter on the sides of your nails, you'll still have a tiny amount of texture from them sticking out slightly. But that isn't specific to this polish, that's just what happens with the large glitter. Also, this will be hard to remove. There is a lot of glitter in here and some of it is large. I'm never in that big a hurry that removing them with acetone is a problem. If the larger glitter won't come off, I just use an orange stick to carefully bend the edge of the glitter so that acetone can get underneath. I wouldn't suggest trying to pop them off with the orange stick because you're probably going to lose some nail with it. I don't think a single glitter getting popped off is going to affect you too much. But over time, that sort of damage could really accumulate and result in thinner nails. We have now made it to the sun and the second set of footage. So this is my second attempt at this manicure from March. And I did find a nice sunny day. I think you'll be able to see that the glitter are very shiny and metallic. I think they work well with the very bright base. I think the bright sun is a good place to look for that shimmer if it does exist. I could see on my own nails when I examined them carefully that there were some small specks of pigment on top of the glitter. There is not a large amount of it. In terms of color, if it does shift, it is only from gold through orange. When I'm directly in the sun at the right, I think it looks more gold, and as I swing toward the door on the left, that's where I think it shows more orange. The flakes are also shifting. As I move at the right, they're looking quite gold and orange, and when I move left toward the door, they become gold and green. Some of the deeper flakes are taking on that orange base, so they tend to just look like a shiny orange overall. Because this isn't a particularly shifty polish, the other lighting scenarios aren't going to be a revelation, I think. But I do think the sun and shade will help to let you calibrate what color this is. I will say it stays pretty bright, even in the more shadowed areas. The glitter are still fun and colorful. I think the red glitter can register as less noticeable here. They tend to blend into the background a little more with less intense light. The green glitter can also get quite dark. And while I don't think they look black in the darker parts of the room, I do think they lose their shininess and brightness. They appear more of a pine green. Any shimmer that I saw in the sun simply wasn't there in the shade. As well, I think the yellow glitter are a little less noticeable, but they are still there to be seen. In the final shot, I do think it looks similar to the other footage we've seen. The one thing that does consistently change is the flakes. At the window on the right, the flakes look more green into gold, and as I swing to the left, they become more gold into orange. The red glitter are melting into the background a bit here as well. The green and gold glitter do look darker, but I do think they are easier to see than the red. The shimmer looks very gold near the window, but it shifts over to orange when we swing to the left. Even in the darker areas, the base color is still very bright. And that is all for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe so that I can create a corn dog meant for chipmunks that is really just sunflower seeds stuck to a stick. Please enjoy a clip of my squirrel giving us a dressage horse exit. It has a neon